Marvel has had Hollywood on lock for almost 2 decades now, since the debut of Iron Man in 2008, and now we're patiently waiting for Robert Downey Jr. to return in Avengers Doomsday in 2026. That doesn't even include TV shows like Daredevil, Now Born Again, and Loki. It's not like Marvel has never made a game before, especially an online one, but what they're doing with their latest release, Marvel Rivals, has been nothing short of amazing.
Success is one thing, and Marvel is no stranger to it. But just like its films, people are becoming unsatisfied with the product sold to them. Can Marvel Rivals follow through and not only continue to be a fun game with interesting and flashy takes on character kits, but also have the type of longevity that Overwatch has, without the decline of its player base or alienated fans? In this video, we'll be discussing Marvel Rivals and answering the question, is Marvel Rivals here to stay? I'm Fro the bro with the fro.
And I'm Hershey Lee, aka Panda Man OP, and let's hop into it.
Marvel Rivals released on December 4th, 2024 and exploded in popularity shortly after, with a peak of over 600,000 people playing the game at the same time, and now sitting at an average of just under 200,000 players. Overwatch was the previous leader in the hero shooter genre and has held that title since 2016, but fans have not been happy with where the game is going recently, with overpromising and under-delivering, the introduction of a battle pass as opposed to loot boxes, and other controversies.
Rivals has been praised consistently as a breath of fresh air from the norm, and being based on such a successful IP like Marvel propels its appeal even further. So, Rivals seems to have everything coming up good, right? Based on how long hero shooters like Overwatch and Paladins have been around, it seems like Marvel Rivals is guaranteed to last as long as the competition has, and then some. But are we still in the honeymoon phase? Maybe, but if this game failed after a launch like this, I don't think it'd be because the fan base got bored with the game and put it down. It'd be because they pulled a Blizzard and fucked it up for themselves. Let's be real. Marvel Rivals has a ton of potential. Solid gameplay with a well-known IP, fantastic visuals.
Say that again?
And overall, it's a good time if you're playing quick play and not eating absolute dick in competitive.
Oh, we lost. We're cooked.
I believe so.
Oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked.
But during our time on the internet, we already know that a great launch does not guarantee long-term success. So the question isn't, can it survive?
No, the question is, how can they fuck this up? When I think of a game with a great launch but plummeted over time, unfortunately, I think of Overwatch. Blizzard took one of the most beloved games of the 2010s and managed to turn it into a frustrating, pay to have others admire your skin grindfest. Usually I'm against the loot box system, but I hate the battle pass even more. You're no longer rewarded for playing the game you enjoy. You have to dump real life dollars into it. Oh, you want a skin in Overwatch? $20. Take it or leave it. Personally, that's fucking insane for a first person shooter.
Marvel Rivals is free to play, which is great. Although Overwatch 2 is free to play now, it did not start out that way. Rivals does have a battle pass option. At least when you're purchasing a skin, you get to enjoy it as well, with the game being the third person hero shooter and all. And you can purchase skins with the in-game currency known as units, which you can get by completing events and progressing through said battle pass.
You would think a Marvel game is a guaranteed win, right? Nah. Tell that to Marvel's Avengers by Crystal Dynamics. The game was dead on arrival because it tried to be too many things at once, like a live service game and a looter shooter that ultimately ended up being their downfall. Now, NetEase has some controversy against them as well, such as firing their whole US development team after such a successful opening. You would think after grossing over $11 billion in 12 months would be enough to keep the US division around, but, well, who's to say?
Another way to kill an online game? Silence. Or worse, small updates with nothing substantial to keep people coming back. If the players feel like they're being ignored or that the game is stagnating, they'll jump to something else that'll hold their attention. Again, Overwatch 2 failed to keep people's attention with lack of maps, meaningful progression, and other game modes that were promised to us, like PvE that never came. Once you say you're going to deliver something but fail to do so, that trust is gone.
I know Marvel Rivals is a few months old, but clear communication and a player-focused direction would be great. With the recent announcement, they plan to release one character a month, which seems like a step in the right direction for what we'd like to see from this game in the upcoming future.
So Fro, what kind of things would you like to see in Marvel Rivals personally?
One of my favorite game modes in hero shooters is Capture the Flag. I really enjoyed the Capture the Flag game mode in Overwatch, and I think that game mode would work really well in Marvel Rivals. I'm not gonna say no bullshit like Search and Destroy, because like we would all lose to Iron Fist like immediately.
Why would Iron Fist be really good at Search and Destroy? What do you mean by that?
Dude, this man Iron Fist. I mean, Iron Fist can fucking fly with kicks. Iron Fist can fucking fly with kicks. He can just keep on kicking the shit out of you. You know that. You know. Let me tell you, the best counter to every hero in the fucking game, Iron Fist is a good Iron Fist. Not even Spider-Man can contend with this man.
You know what? That is one thing I like about Marvel Rivals is like the character kits that they have. I think everybody's on bullshit.
Yo, why is this Wolverine invincible, bro? He been standing in front of us for like 15 minutes.
Us against the world.
And honest to God, I don't think they're actually trying to balance this game. I think they're like, yo, what should this person do? They're like, man, this, and that. You mean like 2 of those things? No, I mean all of those things. Ship it. And then they just ship it like just like that. They're not tweaking numbers. They don't even want you to know about the numbers, to be honest. This game is one of the only games I play where you go read a move and it's like, oh man, go this direction, shoot a fireball. How much damage does the fireball do? Like, what is the ability do?
How much damage does a fireball do? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Go. No, this game is really cool because it really feels like they'll release any type of hero and they'll just honestly let you do fucking anything. Like, they'll probably release somebody, like, I can see them putting Shadowcat in the game and she can just walk through all the walls. That's it. Like, so even if, you're right, if they put Search and Destroy or Capture the Flag in the game, could you imagine just Shadowcat just fucking floor hacking through the whole floor and then like coming up and grabbing the flag and then just floor hacking all the way back, and people are like, how's that fair? And it's like, I mean, it's Shadowcat, that's what she does.
You're right, it's what the fuck she does. Like, you know Shadowcat from the comics. It's what she fucking does. You know, it's not fair. That's the whole point.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna also be honest. I didn't know Overwatch had Capture the Flag. Would I have played that? Yeah, Capture the Flag is fun. I like Capture the Flag.
Shit! Don't eat my shit! Oh, hey, Shadow. Okay, in that case, eat my shit once again. Nope. Ooh.
What about boss events? Like, what if more PvE, like where everybody locks in a hero and then you have to go against a giant like Ultron invasion, fighting Ultron mobs and a giant Ultron boss, like almost like an MMO raid almost. Like almost like that thing that Overwatch 2 almost got that they didn't get. Yeah, but that'd be nice.
Bro, I would love that. Like, I think that would be cool as hell. Like when I think of like boss events, I can imagine like Marvel Rivals, but with the Final Fantasy 14 boss raid type shit. You know, like everybody just going up against them, or maybe just have like maybe one of the bosses be Kang or some shit, and you actually have a set of players that like go into the game. They're like clones of the heroes that were brought there, and they're protecting Kang or some shit. So you gotta deal enough damage to Kang to like defeat him or something. But the other players are like, you know, they gotta like try to stop
you mean
it's
like PvP and PvE at the same time?
Hell yeah, exactly that.
Yo, what about like a hostage recovery type game where Dr. Doom has kidnapped Sue Richards? You know, like more stories in the map. Well, no, that's a whole PvE thing. Man, we don't have to do house.
No, you're on to something. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a widespread game, though. Like, it could even be something just tied specifically to the Fantastic Four. Like, Doom has captured Sue, and you got to play as the Thing, Johnny Storm, and Reed to try to recover her or something, going against Doombots or some shit, you know?
Yeah, no, I like it because, like I kind of mentioned earlier, I feel like they're kind of in with the balancing. So maybe if they just had that type of game mode where it was designed where they know you'll select certain heroes because you can only select them. So then it can have certain parts of the map or certain combat sequences that's really important for the heroes and the abilities that they have. Like the Thing has responsibilities, the Human Torch has specific responsibilities, maybe for certain mobs or for certain boss damage during certain fights and things like that.
Exactly.
What kind of heroes would you like to see them put in the game then?
You know what? In all honesty, I would like to see them put more villains in the game as opposed to heroes. And specifically, I would like to see them add Sandman to the game. Sandman, you know, he'd have like giant sand fists or something that dissipate like when he hits or something. His move could be like there was like this one panel where he just got mad as fuck and he just went inside of Spider-Man, like just all that sand inside of Spider-Man, it made him explode.
Yeah, no, I know that comic. I think that's from Marvel Zombies. He thought that it was like an evil zombie Peter Parker, so he went inside of his body and did inflation on him, inflation fetishes on him, and he died. He exploded and died. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think that would be a sick ass ultimate.
Let's see. I'm a big fan of Ant-Man, so I'd probably get more Ant-Man in there. But Ant-Man, so where he can be Giant Man too. So I'd say that he will have a pim particle gauge, and then he can shrink and grow with kind of like a very small cooldown. But it's based on the pim particles gauge that you have. Also, he should be able to shrink and grow enemies and allies. I don't care if this is broken. Marvel Rivals, they're not balancing this game anyway, so why should it matter? So I think that would be pretty cool.
A character I'd even like to see, I'd like to see Carnage.
Carnage? Yo! That would be so good.
Yeah, Carnage would be a DPS.
Duelist.
Yeah, duelist.
Yeah, he's gotta be a duelist.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what this game needs?
What's that?
More X-Men. I had the perfect idea for X-Men to add to the game, but I cannot remember it for the life of me. So, will Marvel Rivals be here 9 years from now? Sure, if they don't make skins that cost $1 billion, or they stop releasing characters and maps consistently, or what if NetEase straight up loses the licensing for Marvel? A lot of things can happen between now and then, but we do know if they keep going in the direction that they're going now, the future can be bright.
Have you played Marvel Rivals? What do you like about the game, and what would you like to see? Let us know down in the comments below. And as usual, I'm Fro the Bro with the Fro.
And I'm Hershey Lee, aka Panda Man OP.
And this has been Freeze Frame.
Also, here's a word of advice, just to anyone interested in playing competitive in Marvel Rivals. If you're interested in playing competitive in Marvel Rivals, do not queue up the day after the rank ladder resets. They will be playing their asses off in Bronze 3, I swear to God. It was hard for no reason. Why were we dropping 20-30 kills in quick play and now I'm 0-15 in competitive? I was like, yo, the players over here are a different breed of competitive over here in Marvel Rivals. And I'm like, this is crazy. Why are they so good in Bronze 3? Like, I have to check my rank again. Like, what is going on? Dude, how does the game start and there's a Spider-Man already in our back line? Like, how do you make it over here? And then I can't even be like, I'm trying to like be freaked out, like, well, I'm trying to survive, but at the same time, while he's shitting on me, his skin looks really good. So I'm like, whoa, that's such a good skin. While I'm like just dying. I don't know. Yeah, it's the only advice I got.